depending on your goals. You get to save however much you want to save. Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are a returning subscriber, the real OG, welcome back. And if you are a new subscriber, my name is Agao Akol. I post self-development videos every Monday, as well as beauty and lifestyle videos on Saturday. Let's just get straight to today's topic, which is about, drum rolls, how to save your money. I know this is a very sensitive topic for a lot of people, and we don't get the chance to speak about money and just be financially literate. So I am here to give you a few tricks and tips of how to save your money, especially for people in their 20s, in their 30s, actually people of all ages, because if you want to save your money, you're in the right place. I'll just start with a disclaimer by saying that I am not a financial advisor. I am an actuary by profession. That means I calculate risks using statistical formulas, but at the same time I do have an understanding of economics, finance, and investment. So I do have a background, an educational background of that. However, I am not a financial advisor. So I am just going to give you a few tips and tricks of how I save my money, and maybe it is going to help someone out there. So when it comes to saving money, you really need to know the purpose of saving your money. Whether you're saving money to go for a trip, whether you want to buy a house, whether you want to buy a car, whether you want to just enjoy yourself, or you have a target. So if you know your target, then it's easier for you to make a few sacrifices here and there so that you can be able to save your money. It's really important for you to have a time frame. So if you're going on a holiday, if you want to go on vacation, let's say in August, then you give yourself 4 months to be able to save a certain amount of money. Or if you're buying a house, maybe a year, maybe 2, maybe 3, depending on your income, also how much you need, and so many different factors that have to be accounted for. Just a side note, I want you to know that it's really important for you to save money, at least 3 to 6 months worth of living, so that in case there's an emergency, let's say you lose your job or you lose your business, or like the way we are in a panoramic, then you are going to have a safe net to land on when things get a little tough. Number 2 is to do the classic thing, which is to set a budget. Yes, everybody needs a budget. You need to know how much you're spending. When you set a monthly budget, you start by noting down your overhead expenses. What are overhead expenses? Those are expenses that you cannot live without, e.g., if you're paying rent, or if you're paying your mortgage, your car payment, your food, your transportation. Those kinds of expenses are the overhead expenses. Once you do that, then you will be able to understand your disposable income, and you can be able to set aside the money that you are going to save, at the same time the money that you're going to spend on leisures and other activities like buying yourself clothes or just doing things that you enjoy. Number 3 is something that I know you have heard a lot about, and that is to minimize your takeouts and the number of times that you eat out. When you order takeout food, it's easy because you just get your phone and then you just sit and wait, and the food is in your doorstep. So at the same time, it's more enjoyable to just go out and enjoy the scenery, but you know, it costs a penny. There's a saying in Swahili that goes, haba na haba hujaza kibaba, like a little here, a little there, they will add up to something bigger than you thought. Take the time to do meal prep. If you do not have time to cook, maybe during the week, or you cook more at home, you buy the ingredients and just enjoy. For those of you who don't know how to cook, I recommend that you watch some YouTube channels, some food channels, which just give recipes of food, and you can make different fun, exciting foods, which is fun, it's delicious, and at the same time it's going to save you money. Number 4 is to minimize the time that you spend on social media. So if you haven't noticed, all social media platforms have become a form of advertisements. And if you are constantly on social media, you will come across different advertisements, like on Instagram, the sponsored ads that are somehow aligned to the things that you really like or the things that you really enjoy, depending on your search engine. And if you get ads constantly on your face, it will reach a point you'll be like, oh, I like that, I want to have that, or oh, I should go to this website, and before you know it, you will buy it. And on YouTube channels, definitely those influencers are paid to advertise the products that they're talking about or the services that are being ordered. So if you minimize the time that you spend on social media, then you will not be bombarded with so many ads in your face telling you buy this, buy that, do this, do that. Instead, you can spend your time doing other things that will not prompt you to buy or to shop or to just spend money online. Number 5 is something that is somehow logical, because if you want to save more money, then one of the ways is to increase your income. There are different ways in which one can increase their income. That is by starting a business, starting a YouTube channel like I have. There are different ways in which you can make money. I definitely cannot give you advice on that yet. But if you increase your income, then you will be able to save a certain amount of money every month. Number 6 is for the ladies or gents, I'm not judging, is to reduce your spending on beauty. I don't know if you know this, but beauty takes so much money because you have to do your hair, you have to do your nails, you have to do your makeup, you do this, you need that. Maintenance is very expensive, and if you can reduce your expenditure on beauty, an example, instead of getting like a weekly blow dry, you can buy yourself a blow dry, and you can be giving yourself a blow dry or flat iron. And also, if you can be able to do your nails at home, that is wonderful. Do that and find ways in which you can save $1 here and there. At the same time, when it comes to buying beauty products, I'm just going to speak from my experience, is that sometimes those high-end products are just as good as the drugstore products. So you can just do a little bit of research and see what product is really good for you and what works for you. Honestly, if you watch all these beauty influencers on YouTube, then they will always talk about different products. The truth is that you don't need all that product. And speaking from my experience, I have had an example is eyeshadow palette for almost a year and a half. I haven't changed it, and that works for me. It's perfect. Also with foundation, I don't need 5 different foundations from different companies. I don't need the newest or the latest beauty product that is in the market. I just use what works for me, and that is how I have been able to save money. I kid you not, I used to spend about $300, $400 in a month or in 2 months just on beauty products alone. I have not gotten into doing my nails, I've not gotten into doing my hair, and once I realized that I was spending a lot of money on these things, then I cut back on that, and now I just use what works for me. And clearly, as you can see, it works. So you don't need all that product. The last tip that I can give you to save your money is to cut down on your rent payments. For those people who already have a mortgage, then I'm sure you've already made your plans. It is advisable that you spend at most 30% of your income on your rent payment. If you feel like you've been spending more than 30% of your income on your rent, then it might be about time to move to a more affordable place where you can get the chance to save more money, and that is one way to reduce your expenditure. And if you are lucky enough to have a family member or a friend who can allow you to stay with them for some time, maybe 3 months, maybe 6 months, who knows, even 1 year, then that would be really helpful for you, because you'll save the money that you spend on rent completely. And even though it's really hard to do that, especially for those who are used to living alone or people who enjoy their independence, it's really hard to adjust when you move back or when you move in with someone else. Let's say you move in with your family, other people might move in with their significant others. It might be hard to adjust at first, but it's a sacrifice which some people are willing to take in order to save their money. Now, I need to note that when it comes to saving money, if you set a specific target, then you get to decide how much you want to save and what is going to go where. There are people who are comfortable enough to save 5% of their income or 10% of their total income, that is. Some people go up to 25%, others 50%, depending on what you're comfortable with and depending on your goals. You get to save however much you want to save. But the most important thing is to start small. So that is it for today's video. If you like this video, then give it a really big thumbs up, comment down below, and share this video with your friends, with your family, and most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to receive a notification every time I upload a new video. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.